Buckle up. This is where speed meets the future. Welcome to the all-new motor frame. Don't forget to hit subscribe.
The Maruti Suzuki Victoris S-CNG has earned a reputation across the industry as the ultimate sensible choice for families. In fact, nearly 1 in every 2 Victoris buyers opts for the CNG variant. But in a market totally obsessed with performance numbers and flashy tech, you have to ask, is sensible just a polite word for boring? To answer that, you have to look at what Indian car buyers are actually demanding right now. We want a difficult combination: the commanding road presence of an SUV, the ultra-low running costs of a budget hatchback, and bulletproof brand reliability. The Victoris S-CNG attempts to hit all 3 of those conflicting demands at once. The first real test of that appeal is the exterior design. Taking a look at this scorecard rating its visual impact, you'll see both its road presence and distinctiveness score straight down the middle. The proportions are incredibly safe. It's an inoffensive shape that actively alienates buyers looking for emotional appeal, aggressive styling, or a car that turns heads. Those looks signal that the vehicle prioritizes financial practicality over emotional excitement. For years, the universal deal-breaker for any family considering a CNG vehicle has been the trunk. You usually have to sacrifice your entire boot space to a massive metal cylinder. Maruti's engineering team managed to solve this problem entirely. This engineering cutaway shows exactly how they did it, revealing a 55-liter CNG tank mounted completely underneath the vehicle's floor plan. Because the tank is tucked away down there, the cargo area above retains 100% of the standard petrol model's luggage capacity. Reclaiming that space allows the Victoris to serve as a legitimate family road trip option, rather than just a city commuter. But moving that tank under the car creates an immediate, non-negotiable trade-off. To make room for the gas cylinder, they had to completely remove the physical spare tire. If you get a flat, you are left with only a basic 12-volt tire inflator kit. If you suffer a sidewall tear on an unpredictable rural Indian highway, that inflator kit is completely useless. You're waiting on the side of the road for a tow truck. There's also a strict physical limitation to the volume of the tank they squeezed underneath. While it's rated at 55 liters, in the real world it only holds between 7.4 and 8 kilograms of usable gas, depending on the pump pressure on any given day. So while the underbody tank saves your luggage space, it introduces a hard cap of roughly 180 kilometers on pure CNG range. If you commute heavily, you will be lining up at the gas pump frequently. Under the hood, you get a 1.5-liter naturally aspirated engine that produces a very modest 88 horsepower when running on CNG. On paper, that sounds incredibly slow. Yet, in dense city traffic, the engine is surprisingly responsive. The clutch is light, the gear shifts are precise, and keeping pace feels effortless. That low-speed smoothness translates into a real-world city efficiency of 18 kilometers per kilogram. Take it out of the city, and the fuel economy climbs to 26 kilometers per kilogram on the highway. This data matrix compares Autocar's real-world tests to Maruti's official claims. You can see the highway figure of 26 gets remarkably close to the manufacturer's claimed 27.02 kilometers per kilogram. But achieving those efficiency numbers comes with a penalty. When needing overtaking thrust, the engine feels noticeably restrained. Look at the in-gear rolling acceleration from 40 to 100 kilometers per hour. The numbers show a significant performance gap switching from petrol to CNG. You hit a performance cliff the moment the speedometer crosses the 100 km per hour threshold. The power simply tapers off. From a standstill, getting to 100 kilometers per hour takes 15.14 seconds, nearly 2 seconds slower than the petrol version. Executing a standard highway overtake requires downshifting and revving the engine high into the RPM range just to get past a truck safely. This engine mapping favors city fuel savings while making highway overtakes more demanding for the driver. None of that efficiency matters if the math doesn't work. Buyers have to clear a strict financial hurdle: a 1 lakh rupee upfront premium for the CNG variant over the equivalent petrol model. Often buyers worry that going for a financially focused budget variant means sitting in a stripped-down, bare-bones cabin. But even the entry-level LXI variant, priced at 11.5 lakh rupees, is packed. You get automatic climate control, push-button start, and a 7-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto right out of the box. This break-even line chart tracks that 1 lakh rupee upfront cost against your cumulative fuel savings over time. The math is simple. If your daily mileage is low, it will take years to cross that break-even line, making the initial premium a poor investment. The Victoris S-CNG is a financial instrument that only generates a return if you drive it enough miles every month to offset that initial cost. Which brings us back to our original question. Is buying the Victoris S-CNG just an excuse to settle for a boring car? Think of it as a tool optimized for a very specific type of owner. We can map exactly who this car is for using this audience quadrant matrix, tracking usage against priorities. Look at the top right, the do not buy zone. This applies if you tackle hilly terrain, demand triple-digit highway cruising, or find the lack of a physical spare tire unacceptable. For that demographic, the overtaking deficits and safety compromises will make daily ownership incredibly frustrating. But down here in the must-buy quadrant, we have the high-mileage urban commuter who needs premium ride quality, easy city drivability, and a usable family boot. If you are that pragmatic optimizer, trying to keep running costs as low as possible, buying the Victoris S-CNG is arguably the most logically sound vehicle purchase you can make in India today.
This video, and subscribe to the channel for more.